So exactly how do you go about writing this letter asking your teachers to write you a letter of recommendation? How do you start doing it? Well, there's a couple things your teachers need to know. They need to know the what, the when, and the why of the reference letter. In other words, they need to know what you're doing or what they're writing about. They need to know when they need to have the letter written by, and they need to know why they're doing it. So we're not doing this yet, but I'm just putting this in your brains. For college, your letters of recommendation will be uploaded into Naviance. Okay, so this is just something you need to know. When you get ready to go to college, we use Naviance for your letters of recommendation. For a job letter of reference, you will be emailing your teacher directly. So you will message your teacher directly. You will be sure to give them at least 2 to 3 weeks. Please, please do not message your teacher the night before your job interview and then ask them and expect that they'll have time to do it. So you know that you're going to be looking for a job. Ask them before you even put in your job application. Say, hey, I'm going to be looking for a job. Could you write me a letter of recommendation? And then, of course, this goes without saying, be polite. Be your usual wonderful self. Okay, so here is an example of a request for a letter of recommendation. So this is an example of what you could write to your teacher asking them to write you a letter of recommendation. So obviously you're going to start with the Dear Mrs. or Mr. Then you're going to tell them what you're doing. So you're applying for a job and you're asking them to write you a letter of recommendation. So first part, easy. Then you want to tell them a little bit about yourself, because here's the thing. You guys attend a cyber school, so it is a good idea to tell your teachers something about yourself. We don't get to see you every day, and if we don't know more about you, we're not going to be able to write a good letter of recommendation for you. So you need to give us some information. So here is an idea of some things that you could write. So you could say, because I attend a cyber school and you don't get to see me every day, you want to highlight some of your strengths and hobbies. So you want to tell us a few things about yourself so we, as the teacher, I can write them in the letter. You want to brag about yourself a little bit. And I know that might seem weird, but if you do not tell us some good things that you do, some things that you do outside the classroom, I will not know that. If I do not know that you babysit or that you take care of mowing outside or that you do all these chores or that you do things, I do not know that. So you need to tell me so I can put it in the letter. So you're going to tell me your favorite class and you're going to tell me why you like it. You like math because you enjoy doing whatever math things you do, and yay for math. You tell me what you're good at. You tell me what you like to do in your spare time. You tell me things about you so I, as your teacher, can put that in the letter. Otherwise, it's going to be the most boring letter of recommendation ever, and your future employer will not hire you because they won't know anything about you. Let me repeat myself. You, as the student, need to tell me things so I, as your teacher, can put them in the letter. Okay, so that's why you're doing that. And yes, it may seem a little bit braggy, but it is part of what you're doing. You're letting me know what wonderful things you do. So this is how it works in the business world. So you tell me these things. Then you say, please let me know if you're not comfortable writing a letter of recommendation. And this is standard. In the business world, you always give the person an out. You let them know. And basically this is saying, if you're too busy to write this, let me know. You want to let the person know, look, if you can't do this for me, it's okay. And this is just a polite way of saying that. just say thank you, sincerely, and then obviously you would not put Jane unless your name happens to be Jane Appleseed. You're going to put your name, and that is just an example of how you would write an email to a teacher asking for a letter of recommendation. So for this assignment, you will be writing about what you can do to improve your work ethic. This is important because employers one of the most important things that they're going to be looking for is a strong work ethic. And the way that you can show that you have a good work ethic is by showing that you have a good work ethic in school, and your teachers will be commenting on your work ethic. So now is the time to be demonstrating a good work ethic. And the second part of this assignment is you will be answering these questions. We are building up to writing a request for a letter of recommendation. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you in class next week.